Water is a basic human need. We use it every day to brush our teeth, shower, hydrate, and more. For many of us, it is something we take for granted, a constant fixture in our everyday life. In developed countries, the average person uses about 80 to 100 gallons of water a day. In the United States, we have water treatment plants that treat the water and send it out into an extensive distribution network that is highly regulated. However, there are several countries around the world that struggle with maintaining consistent sources of clean and healthy water.
And probably about 3 billion people in the world don't have access to that, at least consistently. And one of the consequences of that is we have a lot of children that die from waterborne pathogens and getting sick. They ingest the pathogens, they colonize their gastrointestinal systems, they get diarrhea, vomiting, dehydration, and they die. So it's on the order of about 1 to 2 million children each year that die from that problem, just because they don't have safe water.
While many of us have reliable access to clean water every day, 1 in 3 people worldwide lack access to safe drinking water. It is a rare commodity, a luxury. For those threatened with drinking contaminated water, diseases and illness such as cholera, typhoid, dysentery, or in serious situations, death are the consequence. With there being no stable source for clean water, many individuals from these developing countries like South Africa, Uganda, Papua New Guinea, and several more have tried to limit their overall use of water due to its scarce access.
I think what we're learning is people in South Africa specifically drink a lot less water than us. And they don't drink a ton of water in general.
As a result of these difficult and arduous lifestyles, many organizations have taken it upon themselves to provide clean water for those who don't have access to it. At the University of Virginia, Dr. James Smith, the CEO of Silivhere Technologies Incorporated, with a group of graduate students, developed an innovative product in the world of water purification.
In the developed world, the resources aren't present to build sophisticated, centralized water treatment and distribution systems. So I became interested in the idea of letting people treat their water in their home right before they consume it. And the World Health Organization has endorsed this approach as perhaps the best chance to improving water quality and health in the developing world. It's got to be technologically effective, right? It's got to kill the microorganisms. It's got to be really, really cheap. It's got to be really simple to use, and it's got to be socially acceptable. I think the ModiDrop technology checks all those boxes.
Dr. James Smith is an environmental engineer at UVA. He is also a member of the Water and Health in Limpopo program in collaboration with the University of Venda in South Africa. The concept of the ModiDrop Plus began in 2007 at UVA. Dr. James Smith was studying the performance of silver-embedded ceramic water filters in lab and field environments. In 2009, having demonstrated the performance capabilities of ceramic and silver ions, Dr. Smith and his research team tuned their efforts on a new and innovative point-of-use water treatment product. The ModiDrop Plus is a microporous, water-permeable ceramic tablet infused with microscopic silver clusters.
So the ModiDrop, it's actually now called the ModiDrop Plus, was a technology that was developed in my research lab in collaboration with a couple of my doctoral students, Beta Day and Carly Kraus. And what happens is you drop this ceramic tablet in a water storage container that's in your home, maybe holds 10 or 20 liters of water. You fill the container up at night before you go to bed, and the next morning the water is safe to drink. And what's really unique about it is it works the same way day after day for 12 months. So one of these ceramic tablets works for a year treats over 7,000 liters of water.
Although it doesn't filter out particles, it can kill the microorganisms in the water, which is a big deal because microorganisms like pathogens can cause diarrhea in a lot of places where water is already scarce. The diarrhea can dehydrate them.
The journey was not easy. There were many challenges to overcome to make the Matadrop a realistic and viable solution in third world countries.
We didn't know how long it would work. You know, if it works for 1 or 2 days, it's going to be way too expensive. But we have been able to engineer it so it works for 12 months consecutively, which is, I think, looking back, it's one of the most remarkable things, and the thing I would have said is the hardest thing to do, but it turned out that we were able to do it.
Through hard work and ingenuity, they were able to cut the cost of the Matadrop so that it could truly be affordable to families and offer that easy access to drinkable water. It is evident how much of an impact this invention has on the world.
The company now has been relatively successful, and it's still a very early stage company, but they've sold over 40,000 Matadrops. It's being used in 43 different countries right now, so probably it's helped to have 200,000 people have safe water.
Professor Smith, along with his graduate students, developed a new electrolytic method to decrease the required sanitation time.
And now we've actually built 30 prototypes that we're in the process of testing in rural South Africa. I have a team of students that are there right now that are engaging with a local community, and they're going to be evaluating the performance of this technology in the field.
By expanding the versatility of the Matadrop, Professor James Smith and his team have been exploring a variety of different methods and chemicals to use with the Matadrop to widen its global presence to bring safe water to the communities who need it.
So that would also result in faster, more effective disinfection. So that's still in the early stages, but we'd like to think, in the next year or so we'll have some good results there.
As his company, Silivhere Technologies, actively engages with mission groups and NGOs, the Matadrop Plus has helped provide relief to areas such as Kampala, Uganda, Debre, Ethiopia, Kibwezi, Kenya, and areas of South Africa. As a result of the Matadrop Plus, Professor Smith and his team have not only helped fight against worldwide malnourishment, but have helped provide hope for children and families who do not have access to clean water. While many of us don't think twice where our next glass of water is coming from, people in the developing world risk their lives daily just by drinking unsafe water. Dr. James Smith is helping to bridge that gap and bring clean water global.